Makeup Fiend, so today is a very short video. It's just to show you the new Sleek Vintage Romance palette. I got this the other day and I got it from Sleek's website. It's not actually on Superdrug's website at present, and I got this as soon as it was released, so I've actually had it I think around a week, maybe a little bit over. But I really love the colours in this palette. They're very much the colours that I'm into now, so I was very excited to see it. Now the packaging, the box itself was the same as they standardly are now, which is just a black matte box, and it looks like it's got shadows crumbled on it. So it's not in special packaging particularly, although they did release an image on their Facebook page that makes it look like it should have special packaging, but I'm not really sure. The thing is, normally when they are limited edition, they do have the name printed here on the front, and this one doesn't have that. So this kind of makes me think that this is possibly going to be a part of the standard collection. So that would be quite nice, because this is more of a very wintry sort of palette. It definitely makes me feel like that because they're very dual tone sort of colours, but there are some nice earthy tones in there as well. So in a Sleek palette you get a huge mirror, and then you get your colours, and they are now flat. I don't know if you remember when they used to be waffled. I didn't like the waffled service whatsoever, so I never used to purchase them when they were waffled. As soon as they went the flat, I really started to get into them, and I've actually got quite a large collection of them now. If anybody wants to see a Sleek collection video, I'm happy to do that, because I've not just got eyeshadow palettes from now, I've got other things as well. So let me know in the comments. But this is the palette itself, and I absolutely love it. And I love the names in this palette too. And when they changed to the flat shadows, they did start to do names as well, which is really good, because us girls, we like our eyeshadows to have names, I think. I certainly do. And the names for this, oh, they're just amazing. So I am going to read them to you, and hopefully I'll get this right. Right, so the first one is Pretty in Paris, and I will do swatches of these as well. Then you've got Meet in Madrid, Caught in Cannes, or Cannes, Lust in LA, Romance in Rome, and the last one on the top is Propose in Prague. Yeah. And then on the bottom, which is my favourite row, is A Vow in Venice, Marry in Monte Carlo, Honeymoon in Hollywood, Bliss in Barcelona, Forever in Florence, and then the last one is Love in London. I like that also they've slightly changed it in that normally you would definitely, well, you usually do get a white and you always get your black matte, but in this one they have changed that and they've put a shimmery matte colour black in there, which is great, because the flat black matte is a lovely colour, but when you've got it in about 5 or 6 Sleek palettes, you're like, yeah. And I kind of did say in my last video, like, yes, Sleek and the Eye Candy palette, this is very nice, we've got a black in here, but how about giving us a sparkly black? And hey presto, sparkly black. It's really nice. It's incredibly similar to Black Tide by MAC, however it is better, I feel. And I've got Black Tide here so I can show you them. So there they are side by side there. That's the MAC Black Tide, and that is the Sleek Love in London. They are incredibly similar, but I just feel like the Sleek one does have a bit more of the pigmentation to it. The one from MAC is lovely, I love it, but this one has more pigmentation. I feel it like has more glitter particles in as well. So if you wanted a black with glitter in but you didn't want a lot of glitter, then it's MAC Black Tide. But if you want to go for a black and have lots of glitter in there, then I would certainly say Love in London. However, the glitter in them, it kind of, although it does show up, you don't get the full impact, because I mean, look at these. They're so super sparkly, but they're not quite like that on the eye. The glitter is a bit more distributed. So what I love about this palette is these particular ones on the bottom row here. Top to you in the video, but it is the bottom row. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, just love them. And it's got the nice highlight sort of colour up here. This is quite a nice silver. And then you've got some golds, which I don't care for too much, but I don't mind, you know what I mean, it's okay. But it's a really nice palette, so it's really perfect for autumn and winter when there's going to be a lot of berry shades out there. And I've actually worn this one with this one, so that is let me consult my little list here, and I actually put the stickers of the names on the back. So that is Honeymoon in Hollywood and Love in London. I've worn those two together and I just love them. I prefer to put the names on the back on these stickers. I get these stickers from WH Smith and they're very cheap for a huge pack of them, because I don't like this thing. I can't see it for a start really, unless I put my glasses on. I put it up against black because it's white on the clear. It's a lovely idea and it's really nice because now I know the names of the shadows and I can transfer them onto the stickers. But often I open this up and this flies out and it goes on the floor, and then I just find it much easier just to have the names on the back. That's just personal preference. But you didn't have to have like the little individual circle stickers. You could just do one big long sticker and then actually portion it off with a ruler and a pen. So Honeymoon in Hollywood is definitely my favourite, and it's worth the $7.99 for the palette, even if I didn't like any of the others, which sounds crazy, right? $7.99 for an eyeshadow. But if you're willing to pay £10 for a MAC eyeshadow, why not pay £8 for a sleek shadow, kind of, you know, if you know what I mean. I love 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to say I really love at least 9 of the shadows in this palette, but that one there particularly stands out to me because I wore it and it's just, I love this colour on my lids. It's fantastic. So it's worth it even for that one colour for me because I don't have anything like it. So yeah, it's lots of nice plummy purples. It's very Christmassy and it's available now on the Sleek website. I'm sure it will go in on the Superdrug website because that's normally where I get my Sleek stuff from. But the Sleek delivery's not too bad, and I've never had a problem with Sleek at all with delivery. I order and literally within 2 days my order is always with me, so yeah, I can only really say good things about Sleek, and I don't think the delivery cost is too bad if you're ordering a few things. So yeah, that is the palette. They also released a blush in the same collection. Again, it's not special edition packaging or anything, so it does look like it's going to be part of the permanent collection, and it's called Antique. I still haven't took the plastic off the mirror, and that's it there. It's a very dusky pink. It does have a little bit of a brownness to it, which kind of put me off it, but when you try it on, I just absolutely love the colour of that on. It has a really nice glow to it, and that's it there. So it's a very dusky sort of, really lovely pink. Really I love this blush, and it just looks really nice with the eyeshadows. It's just gives you like a very sort of deep jewel kind of romantic look, and that's what they call it, the Romantic Vintage Collection. So I've waffled on for long enough. If you want to see these swatches close up, please keep watching for the little video at the end. I'm going to just focus on swatching the palette at the end for you and let you see the colours, and yeah, let me know what you think of this palette, and if you're thinking about getting it or if you've already got it, let me know what you think of it. So that's it for now. I'm going to love you all and leave you and see you all soon. Bye. Yes, what I love about these names as well is they kind of follow on in the sequence of a relationship. You start with Pretty in Paris, which is a really lovely silver. And that's it there. This is really nice on the inner corner. It's also great as a brow highlight if you're kind of brave. It's not something a lot of people would choose as a brow highlight, but it is very nice. The next colour is Meet in Madrid. So as you can see, you've got just a really lovely gold shade there. These are quite difficult to show the swatches just because they are very metallic and shiny, but that is it there. Excuse the nails. Then we Caught in Can. This is going to show up a lot better there. So there we go there. That's more of a bronze shade there. And then the next colour is Lust in LA. I think that this is an antique gold. I would have preferred Lust in LA to be more of a red, or I don't know, a pink or something, because Lust kind of makes you think of pinks and reds and Valentine sorts of colours. The next colour is Romance in Rome. And this is quite an unusual colour because it looks like very blue, but when you get it on, it is blue, but it doesn't have a strong colour to it. It's kind of a wishy-washy sort of colour. This is my least favourite colour in the palette. When you move your hand, you can see the reflection of blue there, but it just doesn't show up that great when you put it on. So it's kind of one of those colours where it relies on the light to show its true colours, and I don't like that. I want to see a colour appear on my lid, and I want to be able to see it all the time, not just when you move in certain lights, because I think it just looks a bit blur when it's on its own, in fairness. And then the last colour on the top row is Propose in Prague. This is a beautiful copper colour. I love Propose in Prague. Where am I? There. So that is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful copper, and I've worn that one. Really, really like this one. Moving on to the bottom row, we've got A Vow in Venice, which again is, I guess it's another coppery shade, but it has a lot of shimmer to it. So you've got kind of a matte copper and then the shimmery copper. So they're really quite nice. I think they'd work quite well in a look together. Moving on from there is Mary in Monte Carlo. Now this is a beautiful, very shimmery, rosy, metallic pink. That's it there. It's really, really pretty. Moving on, we've got Bliss in Barcelona. And this is another one of those colours that disappoints. It looks beautiful in the palette, but there it is there. It's a lovely purple, but it's another one of those colours where it does have that shimmery top coat of the purple, but you rely on certain movement to be able to see that shimmer. So it just comes out as a very dark purple, which is quite nice, but I think it would have just been nice to be a matte dark purple rather than have that shimmer, because I feel like that shimmer makes this colour very poor in payoff. I think if it had just been a matte, it would have been a lot better. But of course you can build these shadows. So I would say that one, which is Bliss in Barcelona and Romance in Rome, are the weakest ones in the palette for me. Sorry, I missed my favourite shade, everybody. Honeymoon in Hollywood. Oh. Honeymoon in Hollywood is worth paying $7.99 for all by itself. It's so beautiful. It's this beautiful, rich plum colour. I am obsessed with this colour. I wore this, and I wore it like with the black on the outer corner to make it look super smoky. Oh my goodness, this colour is divine. I love it. So I'm really obsessed with Honeymoon in Hollywood. I can't believe I missed it. And of course Bliss in Barcelona was the purple one. Then you've got Forever in Florence, which is another one that I just absolutely love, and I haven't worn them together, but don't these look lovely together? This one is Forever in Florence. It looks funny in the palette, but when you look at it, it's actually a very deep burgundy colour, but they look really beautiful together, so I think I'll definitely give it a go of wearing those two together. And then the last one is Love in London, which is just gorgeous. I love it. There it is, Love in London. Look at the sparkles on that. Just really beautiful. These three are definitely my favourites in the palette. That's Honeymoon in Hollywood, Forever in Florence, and Love in London. Just stunning. But all together, those are all the colours. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. That's it. So those are all the colours. So I love the colours in this palette. Please let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching.